Welcome to the interview with Dr. Arpana Doris Greenwood on emotional intelligence and Doris NLP. So I have seen and heard that there's a lot of different stuff on emotional intelligence out there, a lot. So what is so different about your approach to emotional intelligence?
Hi Salila,
Hello.
thank you. So, yes, there's a lot of stuff out there and lots of valuable material and tools, mainly on self-management and social management with emotional intelligence, and that's very important. And emotional intelligence with Doris NLP also offers lots of tools how we can manage, handle, communicate, express ourselves within the emotional realm. Now, what is different is that we also focus on learning how to feel the emotions from a different place.
But isn't that what we are doing all along? I mean, isn't that what emotions are? Feelings?
You feel them, and now let's not go to the ones we want to feel, but rather the ones we want to change, like the ones that disturb us, that are limiting, that create pain or suffering of any sort. So typically that emotion has a story around it. Can we do an example?
Well, I never thought about that, but for example, sadness. Yeah, that's definitely an emotion I would like to have a deeper look at.
Okay, can you tell us what kind of a sadness?
For example, the sadness that comes along with breakups or hanging on too long in a relationship. That I feel brings a lot of sadness.
I think many people know that. Hanging on relationships, being sad, thinking about it, weeks, months, years, and that is kind of hooked to a story. So can you find the story that goes along with it?
Yes. The story is kind of reoccurring. It's a story of being not wanted, of being rejected. There's nobody out there for me. I'm not good enough.
Good. That's the story. I'm not good enough. There's no one out there. You have been rejected before, etc. Right?
I never thought about it, but it's like a record.
So now, very good description. That record, would you be willing, for a matter of demonstration here for all of us, to put the story aside?
I would love to put that story aside. That record has to go.
Good. So if you want, you can even do it physically. Take it in your hands and put it to the side.
Good idea. I'm taking the record off the player and I don't want to listen to this record.
Okay, good. So the story is over there. You are here. Now I invite you to go without the story, without any attachment, to the core of the emotion, pure, simply to sadness. Invite sadness.
I will try. I have never done this before, but I will try.
Thank you, Salila.
Okay.
Okay. Can you feel sadness in its purity?
Yes. It feels kind of neutral, quiet. It just is, somehow.
And is it okay to feel it?
Yes, it's just quiet and neutral, and it's okay.
Great. And see, thank you. This
Thank
is
you.
what happens when you put the story by the side and actually invite the emotion itself with its core, simple essence of the feeling. And isn't it kind of
It feels good.
Because it's actually natural to feel the emotion itself, isn't it?
It just feels very freeing and empowering. It feels good.
That's what I was just gonna say. Isn't that actually empowering?
Yes, it is.
So what we are talking about is we learn to experience emotions from an empowered place, and we call it the neutral place. And in this emotional intelligence with Doris NLP, you learn lots of techniques and lots of practices where you literally build and hone that neutral place. And really what it is emotional freedom. You basically increase your emotional freedom. How about that?
Well, thank you so much for passing on this key. It really feels like a key that I can use. And thank you so much for bringing this interview here. I'm very much looking forward to part 2. This was part 1 of the interview with Dr. Aparna Doris Greenwood and Doris NLP on emotional intelligence.
And go to www.dorisnlp.com. Thank you.